Hey guys, so I know that my hair is a bit of a mess and my beard's got to get a trimming. I'm half awake because I've been sick for technically an entire month, but in the past couple days, the sickness came back with a vengeance. So I'm still recuperating, so please excuse my somewhat haggard look. But I had to make this video because I just it's all falling apart. And I fucking love it. What do I mean by it's all falling apart? What I mean is that the age of political correctness is falling apart. Now, I know that doesn't sound like breaking news, but I'm talking about a more interesting nuance. I was just watching this video here on this YouTube channel. They almost got almost 1 million subscribers, and they're doing a video about this other YouTubers. I think he's a gaming YouTuber. His name is JonTron. I don't really know much about the guy. And these guys, these two little white men, one of them with the word depressed in Los Angeles, and boy does he look depressed. Depressed. Little scrawny white dudes reading off a teleprompter, trying to rationalize to their audience in their little news update why this big YouTuber, JonTron, with like millions of subscribers, this gamer guy, how dare he come out and basically advocate for European Western culture? How dare this big YouTuber, who's been known for his funny videos, who's very popular on the internet, how dare he come out and have a politically incorrect view? How dare he come out and say that there might be an immigration problem in certain European countries? Now, whether or not JonTron is right, what I love is that you can just see these idiots squirming as they read off the teleprompter, trying to find the perfect. Because look at look at that like dislike ratio. Look at that like dislike. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the age of the internet, my friends. This is the finally someone with balls age. And by the way, guys, just a reminder, these shirts are now discounted. This is the last batch of these shirts I'll be printing. They were a classic during the historical 2016 Trump presidential election. I will not be making any more of these, so they're discounted. I already got the last batch. I'm selling them out. And that'll be the end of it. So if you want to get one of these shirts now while they're discounted and keep them as, I guess, maybe a souvenir of the 2016 election, get them now while it's discounted. I'll put a link to the shirt in the card above and the description below. 10 years ago, if you got on television, if you're some type of distributor of news like these guys are, or if you're a celebrity or a politician for that matter, and you said the politically correct thing, you were going to get unanimous praise across the board. Political correctness was always the safe and smart thing to do to avoid offending your sponsors, to avoid threatening that nice flow of corporate cash that comes in to your little media operation and organization. But as I said a moment ago, it's all falling apart. We're living in an age right now where there really is no official politically correct thing to say. There's nothing you say is safe anymore. And the reason probably is because the internet has liberated ideas. Before, ideas were exclusively permeated, for the most part anyways, permeated through mainstream media distribution platforms, namely radio and television, before the internet. And what determined whether or not a television station or a radio station stayed on air and had a big, wide reach and audience? Well, their sponsors. Their corporate sponsors. Whoever dealt out the most cash to advertise a certain product or service would help keep these stations operating, functioning. So for a long time, what was distributed through the television, what was distributed through radio, what was put out there was beholden to corporate advertising sponsors. So political correctness was a necessity The reason why political correctness became a mandate on television and on radio was because political correctness maximizes corporate dollars. That's right. You think political correctness is a social justice movement? You think political correctness is a social justice movement to defend the rights of minorities? No, for the most part, political correctness is a corporate scheme to maximize dollar bills for the corporations. Because what corporation will make more money? You know, I think it was Revlon Makeup Company. They came out with this new ad campaign. Revlon, we stand for love, and it's all about minorities and diversity. Why do you think a corporation, mind you, a corporation that obviously loves money? I mean, you don't become a successful corporation if you don't love money, okay? Why do you think a corporation would push diversity in their commercials? Let's think about what diversity translates to in corporate speak. In corporate language, diversity means expanded market segments, okay? Diversity means, we don't just get customers buying our products from this market segment. Because we love diversity, we can get money from this segment. And we can go after the LGBTQ community. And we can go after the migrant community. We can go after this minority group, that minority. Diversity is a corporate ploy to maximize dollar bills. Is it an altruistic effort to go and save and fight for the plights of minorities? If you think a wealthy corporation that hoards cash for itself cares about minorities, okay, it's not impossible. But I don't think that's the case most of the time. Diversity is usually just a corporate concoction, stupid thing to make money. It's not about the minorities. So what's happened is that, yes, we came from a time where everything or a lot of what you heard on television was politically correct. And it was politically correct because the corporations were the ones putting ads on these TV stations, ads on the radio stations. And if you didn't, and if the television station started to air a show that said politically incorrect things, the sponsors on these TV stations would have to pull their support because customers would get angry at the sponsors. The customers will say something like, hey, let's say, Toyota cars, you have ads running on this show that said something bad about this group of people. You are basically paying that show to stay on air by putting your ads there. Hey, you know what, Toyota? We're going to boycott you for supporting this bad, evil show that said these bad things about this group of people. So it was the whole monetary model of the old TV and radio paradigm. It ensured a politically correct paradigm where no dissenting views would ever be allowed to go on air for fear of losing the sponsors. It was all about money. It wasn't about protecting the rights of this group of people or that group of people. It was all about political correctness and maximizing profits and preserving the sponsors. I'm literally sweating as I speak because I'm half fevered. I was like having a fever dream last night. I've been doing a lot of MMA training past month. Go to this really cool gym near where I live. And I think when you're just wrestling with a bunch of other people, they even got, kids classes next door. Kids come from the daycare bringing a bunch of germs. You're just wrestling other people all day. You're going to get some kind of cold and shit. So I've been struggling with a nasty fever. But things have changed in the internet age. And the reason that political correctness no longer has this vice grip that it used to have on us, as you can see here. We came out with the politically correct statement. And, we said what we're supposed to say. No one's going to be offended, right? 50% dislike rating. Pretending to fight for minorities, okay, pretending to say the tolerant thing because it helps ensure your sponsors doesn't work anymore, okay? It doesn't work no more. And that's why these guys, if you watch this video, they're like awkwardly shrugging as they read off the teleprompter. This dude keeps stumbling over his words. They just look like they're like, but what are we supposed to do? Like, I thought if we just be fake and then we just say whatever's politically correct, we won't offend our sponsors and we'll be able to make a living. And we'll just sacrifice our true beliefs for money and everything's going to be okay because at least I get a career and a salary, right? I don't understand this new age where apparently being politically incorrect can even make you president of the United States. Ugh. They're so like butthurt. They don't understand what's happening. And I'm going to help enlighten people who don't get it. And here's another key element to this. The reason why political correctness died in the internet age is because the internet is the democratization of ideas. Before, not everyone could set up a TV station and get their ideas broadcast across the internet. I mean, or rather across the world. Because think about how expensive it was 40 years ago to have a TV show. 40 years ago, cameras were like the size of a fucking, of like a bed. Like a legit camera, a high definition camera was like the size of a person 40 years ago. Now, a high definition camera is about the size of your cell phone, and I'm holding it right now in my fucking hand. Oh, and when I want to upload my dangerous ideas, my dangerous views, when I want to upload this to the internet for potentially every single person on the planet to watch, I just got to press two buttons, upload it to YouTube, bam, there it is for the whole world to watch potentially. Very different from 40 years ago, when the only way you can get your ideas onto people's televisions around the world through the power of the media was if you had a gigantic fucking TV station with ridiculously expensive cameras. You needed to have I don't even know how the whole process works, these newsrooms and stuff. You needed to have it all integrated electronically with all the systems, globally, networked. I mean, just incredibly elaborate. And I'm sure the internet is very elaborate too, but it's also simplified for consumer use, like me, when I want to just upload a video and click it onto the internet. So the internet has democratized, because it's so easy now for anyone to put their opinion into the world. Corporate sponsors are no longer limited to the highest bidder. Corporate sponsors are no longer limited to whoever has the highest concentration of wealth and influence. Now, because anyone can upload anything at any time and rarely receive any true or lasting censorship, for the most part anyways, I mean, at least in the sense that if YouTube censors you, which they have me in the past, you can upload it to a million other websites and it can still get out there. It's an age of... So nowadays, ideas have been liberated. Ideas have been democratized. Nowadays, if you have a point of view that differs from the corporate political correctness matrix, your voice has a chance to get popularity, to get attraction, to get followers, to get viewers, to get an audience. And really, since the corporations, all they ever cared about was money, they never cared about diversity. They never cared about minorities. They never cared about homosexuals and blacks and Hispanics and all the minority groups. They just cared about maximizing profits, and diversity was a great excuse to suck in more money for the rich guys at the top of the corporations. Because of that, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if PewDiePie, the evil racist Nazi as he's being called now, they don't give a fuck if he said something supposedly racist Nazi. They don't care, because guess what? The guy's got 50-some million subscribers. He's a cash powerhouse. Okay? And all the corporations ever cared about was money. So the corporations don't care about political correctness. They're gonna follow the money. And in this day and age of the internet, with the democratization of ideas, they will go wherever the fucking money goes. And when it comes to the spread of digital information, through which corporations put commercials for their products and services to make money, which is how people on the internet make money for the most part, like a YouTuber making money off ads, like a PewDiePie making money off ads, like the Super Bowl making money off ads. In this era, the corporations will go wherever the money is, wherever the audience is. And with the democratization of ideas in this internet age, anyone can have an audience, and that's what we're seeing. There's no more political correctness. There's no more, ooh, I'm just going to do the safe thing. Oh, okay, Lady Gaga. Okay, Beyonce. Okay, fucking Snoop Dogg. Okay, fucking Jay-Z endorsing Hillary Clinton. The safe, easy thing to do. You know how safe and politically correct it is to endorse the female feminist candidate? And of course, Hillary Clinton is no fighter for women's rights. She's a feminist. Feminists don't care about women's rights. Are you crazy? Feminism is a corporate concoction. Let's just be fucking real. Yeah, that's right. It's a corporate concoction. Give me a break. You want to know what true courage is? True courage is Kanye West coming out and saying he would have voted for Donald Trump. And him saying in front of an audience of 20,000 people, but my managers, my handlers told me don't say that until after the election. Don't you dare say you wanted to vote for Trump until after the election. God forbid you do the politically incorrect thing. That's courage. Let me tell you something, Snoop Dogg. It ain't courage to endorse Hillary Clinton, you fucking loser. You're a corporate shill. You're a corporate puppet selling the dumbed down masses fake resistance to maintain the status quo and the establishment. So the age of political correctness is over. There's no more hiding. You either stand for something or you stand for nothing. And there's no more, oh, I'm going to pretend that I'm fucking tolerant and I care about all these groups so you can preserve your corporate sponsors. That day is over, bitches.
For all Americans, this is our vision. This is our mission. But we can only get there together. We are one people with one destiny. We all bleed the same blood. We all salute the same great American flag. And we all are made by the same God.